Yeah, I think we are live. I always wait until I get my husband's notification saying that we're live.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to Nay's Days. I am Nay. Thank you for coming and checking out my channel. I am just opening up another chat just to make sure that I can see all the lovely comments that you guys are leaving. So let me do that right now. Would you like to? This is my husband.
Hello.
This is Amelia. Let me see. I'm on that one. So guys, if you're just joining, please comment below and let us know that you're here. And we will get started with YouTuber of the Week. As you guys know, this is my favorite series that we have on here. And it is where I spotlight a YouTuber and give their channel additional exposure while you guys ask some Q&As. Or I ask some Qs and they give you these. And then you guys can subscribe to the channel if you like what you see and hear, because as you guys know, I don't just pick anybody for YouTuber of the Week. I pick the ones that I love. And I know that you do too. So let me just open up another chat, see who's here. So happy Wednesday, everybody. It is halfway through the week, and I'm so excited because that means we're closer to the weekend. So who do we have on here? Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Dan. Hi, Jossie. Hi,
Hello.
Madison. Hi, Jean. Okay, guys, so we are going to get started. So our YouTuber of the week is one of my good friends in two, actually, Facebook support groups.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. So would you like to introduce you and your channel and tell us what it's all about?
Hello, everyone. This is one in Amelian. First of all, I wanted to thank so much Nay's Days for considering me for YouTuber of the Week. I feel so honored, actually, and was so surprised when she reached out to me. So a little bit more about my channel. Basically, I am a vlogger that specializes in the California area. I love to do travel and food vlogs, and you also get to know me on the way, where I show you guys these different places that I recommend that you guys check out for your bucket list. And yeah.
So how is California? I mean, I know we are on, well, yeah, we are on the East Coast. So East Coast is a lot different than the West Coast.
Yeah.
And we just had daylight saving time and it is 5 o'clock and pitch black.
Oh my God, yes. I don't like it at all.
I'm like totally messed up. Like, even though it's an hour back, it always messes me up. Spring forward, fall back always messes me up for like a whole week. Sleeping.
Agreed.
It's like 1 hour messes up your whole day.
Yeah, it just feels like at 5 o'clock I go out and it just feels like it's midnight. Like I should be going to sleep. So it really messes up with my schedule. It makes me feel like I should be sleeping earlier.
I know. And I remember when I was younger and my mom said, all right, when it gets dark, it's bedtime. 5 o'clock bedtime.
Oh God, no. It's like most people are getting off work or off school.
I know. Hi, Austin. Hi, Fernape. Okay, guys. So you guys should know the routine of how the YouTuber of the Week series goes. So you guys comment below. Please ask your questions. Amelia is not afraid. She will answer them for you. And just like to get to know her. So you guys have, heard of my questions before, but if you have any new ones, comment, let me know. So I have a feeling, but how did you come up with your YouTube name? Like, why did you pick One in a Million?
One in a Million. So I was just trying to come up with a name that would really stand out and would have either my name in it or something that had to do with my channel. So I thought One in a Million was witty, was catchy. I didn't really know that it was used with the name Amelia anywhere. So I just thought it would be a great pick to also kind of promote, like follow my channel because it's One in a Million. I'll take you on these adventures that you'll all love because they're unique.
I love, like, as soon as I found out your channel, I'm like, how cute is that? Like, I totally love it. So Austin, who was a former YouTuber of the week, he says, what inspired you to become a YouTuber?
So I think it all started maybe late last year, I'd say December, January, where I started following more YouTubers more often, specifically YouTubers that I had more of an interest in were English speakers that decided to move to another country. Personally, I've always been interested in Asian culture and Asian countries and what it's like to live there and how the culture is different. So I found that there was a pretty big hub of people from America, Canada, Great Britain, just migrating to either China, Japan, and Korea, and they do their vlogs, and they're actually really popular. And they kind of take you around to different places, to different restaurants. They show you how the food is different, the different places you can visit. And I kind of watched them as like taking notes of, oh, I really want to go here. And also at the same time, they were selling their personalities because you want to like who's taking you on these different adventures, right? And then I thought to myself, also because in the past I'd worked with some influential YouTubers, as well as some of my good friends are successful YouTubers, and they would tell me, oh, Amelia, you have a really great personality. We really think that you should be a YouTuber. We think you'd be good at it. So a little bit of like the influence from YouTubers that I liked and influence from my friends that kind of funneled me towards this decision where I was like, I'm kind of feeling a little left out with this YouTube game. I think I should start a channel. And I think, well, I didn't really know of anyone that did that sort of thing here in California because I really had an interest towards those kind of vlogs. And I thought to myself, well, what about if like people from other countries or other states wanted to visit California and they don't know where to go other than like the famous places like, oh, to go see the Hollywood sign or the Walk of Fame. There's so much more that you can see here in California that a lot of people don't really advertise. So I thought, oh, maybe I could cover that. And I think it'd be really interesting seeing it from that perspective. So that's what motivated me. It took me about 2 months to come up with the idea and then put it into fruition, start designing the logo and coming up with the name and doing the pictures and starting to film the videos. So yeah, it's been a really fun journey.
I really enjoy your videos.
Thank you so much.
Your personality is like amazing.
Thank you.
People interested in your vlogs. So that's what you need to do. So you are the right track. I see so much like you blowing up. I see it.
Oh, thank you.
So guys, if you guys have not already, if you guys can tweet out this video so we can have more people come and check us out and chat with us. Jossie says, I love the play on words. And so did
Thank you.
Rochelle wants to know, what's your most favorite place to visit?
Here in California? I would imagine so, right?
We'll do like favorite place to visit in California and then outside California.
Okay. Let's see. So far that I've visited, that I've taken you guys. Let's see. I really think back to the episode I did where it was a food adventure Friday because I have different segments of the food section where let me see. I took you guys to see the ice cream with the little like animal faces on it, ice belt, and and the churro place. I think that was really fun because just the food was really good, and I really like those kind of places that are more catered to, I guess, the younger generation and the interior design, as well as the way they think of, okay, how can I make ice cream look more appealing and interesting? And I think lately Instagram has had a really big influence on businesses to making food look appealing through Instagram so that the younger generation can, promote it and then bring more people in. So I really love going to those places. Like I look forward to also in the future taking you guys to like places similar to like the ice cream museum where it's very visually appealing. Like, for example, I had a lot of fun when I took you guys to the LA County Fair, because it's just so visually appealing. There was so much going on. So I think those were some of my favorites so far. And then outside of California, because early on in my channel, I think it was like a month or two after starting, I went on a trip to Walt Disney World, and I also vlogged it. So I did a whole month worth. It was the whole month of May. I did a whole just series on each of the parks, and then the hotel where I was staying at, and kind of like going there and what it was like. So I thought that was really cool that I got to expand really early on as well. I do focus on California, but you know, if I ever like go somewhere to visit, I'll take you guys with me as well.
Which we love. McKnight is on. McKnight, you need to go check out Amelia. She is amazing. And you guys, you know, I'm telling you, you guys will not be disappointed. Now, what do you use to record and edit your videos?
So actually I use to record my iPhone 6S. You know, got to start somewhere. And then I edit with my white MacBook on Premiere Pro. I really love Premiere Pro. I use it for work, and I also use it for my YouTube channels. I just think it's easy to use, but I guess professional enough for you to be able to do complicated sequences and montages that are more like for my visual eye, because I do have a background in like film and video. So I always try to think from that perspective.
Very cool. I think I'm still frozen. Am I not frozen anymore? Can you guys see me?
I think your image dropped out for me. I can't see your picture anymore. I hear you, but I can't see you.
Hey, babe, can you help me fix this?
Technical difficulties. Stand by. Oh, there you are. Hello.
I figured it out. Don't worry, I figured it out. Every time I have like a technical difficulty before I go like, oh my God, what did I do? I always ask my husband. It's because my phone rang. And so I just put like do not disturb on my phone. But I'm like frozen and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to get back. JJ, how are you? John is actually
hello.
Justin's room real quick. McKnight was like, yo, I love her already. Is she single?
No, I'm sorry.
McKnight. McKnight from McKnight's Comedy Lounge. His channel is super funny.
Oh, really?
He does comedy.
Mm-hmm.
New York.
That's cool.
So it's like super crazy. So make sure you check him out. Josh is
cool.
Can't see you. Okay. We can hear you though. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Erin. So if you guys are just joining us, this is Amelia from One in a Million.
Hello.
And you guys leave your questions below and I will ask them for you. So like I told you guys earlier, how I found out about Amelia is through Facebook groups that we have supporting one another. We do different things to support you and show you how to support others. So how did you come across these groups? And why do you think these groups as a YouTuber is beneficial?
So I think especially when you're starting out, you need to have some sort of community that will guide you through the journey. Of course, I had a lot of, like personally, I had a lot of friends or past coworkers that I had worked with that are successful YouTubers that gave me some advice, but I felt like I needed more of like a community to guide me and to like, I think, help each other. I think really, even when I was setting up my channel and when I was setting up all my social media, I think I was setting up my Twitter, and I had someone from one of the community groups reach out to me and say, hey, Amelia, oh, you're going to start being a YouTuber. You should like join our community, and we like to help each other and support each other. And I thought that would be a great idea, especially for us starting out, you know, and helping each other mutually. It's always great because, you know, then you can meet new people, see who you like, and then you collaborate like we're doing right now, you know, and you meet just other great YouTubers that, you know, you can lift each other up at the same time and make YouTube friends. So I think that's a really unique opportunity.
So if you guys who are watching us have not, can you see me on that screen? I don't know why it's doing that. So if you guys have not joined a YouTube based Facebook group, they're just support groups that will help you grow your channel. They support one another. There's no negative comments. It is just all about promoting your channel while supporting others and growing with each other. Because if you're just into YouTube just thinking that it's all about you, you're not going to go that far. You need to help other people and build your community bigger and bigger. So make sure you guys check out some of those groups, participate, and you'll see your channel flourish. Noelle had a question for you. I think I missed it earlier. Because so many comments came in. She says, how long have you had an interest in YouTube?
Oh, I think pretty recently. I think at about the time when I started watching YouTubers more often, around like December last year, January, where I was watching YouTubers, and then I had my YouTuber friends tell me, oh, you should join YouTube. And then all I did was watch YouTubers, and I kind of was in that atmosphere. And naturally, I've always been very creative, and like when I went to film school, right? So I would do a lot of like short films and I would put them on YouTube and things like that, but it wasn't like a YouTuber per se. So it was once I was kind of in this position of I'd like to do more creative things and kind of like, because from a filmmaker's perspective, when you do short films, it takes a long time. Money, time, you have to get locations. It's a really big ordeal for, I think, like maybe a 15-minute video for a short film. So I thought, okay, how can I do something more economic, more like where I can output more and still be creative and still feel like I have an outlet to be able to be creative. So that's when I started considering being a YouTuber, and I thought I had a good personality for it, and I kept having just positive feedback to, go for it. So I think it's good to have that support and have a community.
Now, so you said a few of your friends are YouTubers. How, well, if you don't have to, but if you wanted to like give their channel shout outs, you can. And
let's see. I know a couple of them like to stay private because they're like, I guess, I don't know. They like to stay private, but one of like actually, I guess, yeah, I could mention her. My best friend from the second grade. We grew up together, and then we lost contact at about fourth, fifth grade. And it wasn't until the internet blossomed that I was able to search for her because she was we were our first ever best friends. So we always like kept that connection. And then after, like years after, we like found each other like 5 years ago when we were both in college. And then she started her YouTube journey, and like 3 years later, I started my YouTube journey, but she's pretty big right now. She does her YouTube with her cousin, and they focus on like K-pop and Korean culture, and they are based in Puerto Rico, so they really cater to that Latin American and like Spanish-speaking European community. They're called JV. So, JV. So hello, if you're watching, I'll probably say hi to you later, but I wanted to give you guys a shout out. If you like K-pop and you like K-pop song covers, you should totally check them out because they're very talented at dancing and doing really good reactions to music videos. So, yeah.
That is so cool. I mean, gosh, we know a few famous YouTubers, and it's pretty cool to have, to see, where they've been, like where they started, any tips that you can have. I mean, of course, feel their style. or it's just, at least you have people who are in your corner that actually know the hard work that actually put into YouTube, because it's not an easy thing whatsoever. It is,
especially if you have like a full-time job, or if you're a full-time student, it's so hard to try to be consistent. But you always have to find that if you love it and if it's fun for you and you make time for it, it will be worth it in the end.
So if you guys heard that, make sure you listen to it, because it is true. It's, you do, like, there is a reason why you started your YouTube channel. And if you're ever stuck or feel that you just want to give up, remember your why you started, and just keep that motivation. And, just keep going. So I know you already talked about starting up like all your social media platforms. Which social media platforms are you on that you want people to check out? And also, what is the one, like the top social media platform that you're on and you feel that gives you the most exposure and marketing for your channel?
So I'm on, if you guys watch my videos, you know that I do this a lot, that I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I make the little icons pop. But yeah, so those three. And I feel in all of those, my, I guess my link is, it's a little hard to explain. It's a literal 1 in Amelian. So you write out Amelia with an N in the end, and instead of the I, it's a 1. So my boyfriend came up with that one.
That was very creative.
He was the creative one in that one. I give him props for that.
He did a good job. That was, I give you, that was why did you and then now since you explained it, because crazy mom is,
yeah, it was pretty witty.
That's really good. Like your YouTube channels, like name is amazing. You're amazing. Your channel is amazing. And I'm like, so creative.
Thank you. But yeah, the second part of your question, the one social media platform that I've been able to have the most exposure in, I feel like, is definitely Instagram. I feel like a lot of people are on Instagram nowadays. I've noticed especially a lot of the younger generation, because for the people that I've worked with that are on the younger side, they usually ask you for your Instagram more than your Facebook nowadays. So I feel like that's where I get the most engagement. So definitely, if you don't have an Instagram, get an Instagram for your YouTube channel. It'll be, you'll be able to reach a wider audience, I feel.
Yeah, because I know that with when you talk to the younger gen, I mean, I don't feel like I'm old. I mean, I have my oldest is 14, so I guess I'm ancient.
You're with it though, because your 14-year-old will keep you with what's hip, what's going on.
But I feel like that Facebook in my day is like back in my day, my husband's saying, is that like I love Facebook, and I think it's a way to connect with the people who you haven't like seen in like forever, and like your best friend you haven't seen since long time. But I think nowadays, like you said, is Instagram. Everybody, younger generation is on Instagram, and I think more because Facebook, there is like, I don't know if Instagram has an age limit, but I know Facebook has an age limit.
Oh, really?
Facebook has more of like too much like drama and exposure.
Oh, you know what? I think that's probably when the switch happened. You're right.
So I think the reason that a lot of kids have Instagram is because their parents will allow that more than them to have a Facebook, because Facebook is like too much, sometimes. And Instagram, it's more of like pictures. There's not drama. I mean, there can be drama in DMs, but
yeah,
posting pictures and stuff like that. Justin, she just answered that. She just asked that question. Hi, Michelle. Michelle from Gardner. She's on.
Oh, hey.
MySpace is the one thing that people Oh yeah, MySpace was like a long time ago.
Yeah, I was alive for the switch. I had a MySpace and I switched to Facebook. I actually remember because I've always been this way, but I had a MySpace and I started seeing all of back then my classmates switch to Facebook. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna stay with MySpace. I usually take my time to warm up to new things or to keep up with the current trend. And I'm like, a step back. So I've definitely learned to really stay with it with YouTube. But yeah, I feel you. MySpace.
MySpace. Oh my goodness. I did not want to switch because there was so much stuff that you could do with MySpace.
Oh, it's so different.
Glitter, countdowns for what.
Yeah.
And then when Facebook came out, I'm like, I don't know. I can't do any of that. It's kind of like boring. And now, like, MySpace is like nothing, and Facebook is all like where it is, and it's crazy. But I did. I took my time switching to. I didn't really want to switch. So I know with Amelia and just with everybody. So if you guys are, one tip that I want to give you guys, if I haven't given it to you guys already, is that she was very smart when she started, and she said, you know, create your own Facebook page. I'm sorry, create your own Instagram account for your YouTube channel. And that is very important because you don't want people going onto your personal Instagram because that's you want to keep things, you know, just with you and your friends, your family. But having a having an Instagram for your YouTube is amazing because then that's one social media platform that they can connect on. And with Instagram, even on Facebook and Twitter, and all the other platforms that you would like to market your YouTube channel is, make sure that your name on all of them is the same.
Yeah, agreed.
That way then people can find you a lot easier. Because if you have one name on Instagram, one name on Twitter, it is very hard for them to follow you. You want to make sure that your viewers and possible new subscribers can find you a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then that way, that everything's uniform. So if you guys have not done that already, make sure you do it. It is such a great tip for being a YouTuber and your followers.
Yeah. Agreed. If you have to take your time to come up with something that's unique in all platforms, take your time, because that's why in my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, it's Amelian with the one substituting the I, because one in Amelian was already taken. And so I tried different things, you know, and I knew that YouTube had to be specifically one in Amelian because nobody had that channel. And I wanted to be exactly the same. But then, you know, promoting through YouTube, telling people that it's a little bit different, but keeping it consistent is important. Because even though you might see famous YouTubers that have social media that are all different, you know, they're already famous, you know, it doesn't really matter at that point that they might have it different. But when you're just starting out, I feel like it's definitely important to be able to make it as easy as possible so you can so you won't lose that one viewer or that one supporter that will commit to your channel because they just can't find you. You have to try to make yourself searchable. And even if, say, you don't think you're going to use Snapchat for your channel, at least create it so you have the URL name saved. So whenever you choose to start using that social media or promoting in that specific network, you can like have it ready and ready to go, you know?
That is so true. Yes. I didn't create, I have a Snapchat for myself because I barely know how to use Snapchat. But I think I do have to create one for my YouTube channel, but I guess I just have my name on there. So it's maybe harder to find because my name is Stephanie, and people outside of YouTube call me Stephanie, unless they know that I do YouTube, and then they call me Nay. So everybody calls me Nay. Like my husband calls me Nay. My family, my immediate family does, because they're the ones who gave me the name. And then you can tell the difference of like who your YouTube friends are and who like your regular friends are because what do they call you?
Yeah.
So let's see. Madison had a question. She goes, how do you feel about the demonetization? Do you remember the whole
demonetization? Oh yeah. So funny thing, but I actually joined right when that was happening. So, you know, I mean, a lot of my friends were like directly affected. I mean, even though they're like already high up there that they don't really need to worry as much. But, you know, I was just starting my channel. And at first, I already had a separate channel, like where I put my short films and stuff from film school, where I was already having videos monetized. So I thought it was so different that, you know, you have to start out and you have to kind of work yourself up to there. So, I mean, I think it's hard just because YouTube is becoming more famous and they're really trying to narrow down, I guess, who's committed to YouTube. So that's why the demonetization became a thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not directly opposed to it. I'm kind of like looking at the rules and being like, okay, this is what I have to do. These are the milestones that I have to set for myself. And you know, you try, I think that's why it's important to join these community YouTube groups that help you and give you tips on, okay, if you're starting out, how do you optimize your, you know, your search terms? How do you make yourself more findable on the internet and on YouTube? How can you promote to your specific niche and how can people find you? Because now you really have to think from a marketing perspective and you really have to think, okay, I really have to sell myself because I need to reach this goal so that then I can start, you know, making money as a YouTube, maybe think about YouTube as a career. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's like any other job now where you have to, I guess, you know, have a resume, have a certain amount of experience in terms of hours and subscribers to, you know, grow and get to that point. And, you know, I feel like the different communities that you're able to join, be it in your niche or in YouTube in general, where you can support each other, is really helpful, especially when you're starting out. So I feel like that's helpful with the whole demonetization issue.
Yeah, because I know that a lot of people were affected by it because
yeah,
you had to have 1,000 subscribers. And then even though you may have like 10,000 subscribers, that part didn't matter. You have to have both of them.
Yeah.
Have the 1,000 subscribers plus the 4,000 hours watch time. And so I know a lot of people are doing crazy things, doing sub for sub, which sub for sub, guys, if you're just...
No, don't do it. Don't fall for it. No.
Don't do it. It is not helpful to your channel at all. It would only hurt you. Oh my goodness. I know so many people are doing it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend it. I mean, I have a couple of YouTube friends that have been doing it for a long time, for a few years now. Hello. That they tell me, oh, show me their channel, and they can just look at someone's channel, look at the amount of subscribers, the amount of views, and the amount of engagement with like and comments, and they can tell if they do sub for sub and how that's negatively influencing their channel. And I mean, YouTube knows at this point, because YouTube, when you have like dead subscribers, they get rid of them, which is why you see your sub count change every now and then. So I don't recommend it. I think it's much better to grow organically. And if you don't have that many subscribers, you know, that's just part of the journey. You're going to get there eventually. Just, you know, keep grinding. What good advice is, I really believe, is just keep uploading, keep being consistent, do what you love, and people will notice that and they'll gravitate naturally towards your channel.
Definitely. If you see, like you were saying, if you see channels that have 150,000 subscribers and their average views are 100, it's a good chance they're probably either sub button or doing because nobody's watching it.
No.
Yeah, it's not a good sign.
Justin said, oh, when we were talking about MySpace, he said MySpace had music playing in the background on people's pages. I remember.
Yeah.
One whose profile we visited, one had Crazy by Gnarls Barkley.
It must have been a crazy person.
Banana Phone was the first YouTube video that he's ever found.
Sounds interesting.
He said $1 in $1 million. Darcy,
go ahead, tell everybody your PayPal so they can send you $1 million.
Jossie said when we were talking about Twitter, she goes, Twitter was the main thing for a while, but I honestly tried it up to my Instagram game. Or turned up her Instagram game, but it turns out I can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
It's Josh, actually cool because now Instagram and Twitter, you can kind of like loop them into each other.
Yeah.
Well, Facebook and Instagram are owned by Facebook.
Yeah.
So, but it's actually Twitter and Instagram. You can like automatically share all your Instagram pictures on, which kind of helps if you have a big following on Twitter a little bit. It's tough though. Everything's tough.
Yeah, Twitter is a different monster by itself, just because I feel like for Twitter, you have to constantly just put out like at least 5 tweets a day. And I feel like I don't really have that much to say. Like I see a lot of people just tweet out like, oh, I'm getting my Starbucks. Oh, I got my Starbucks. Here it is. Oh, I finished my Starbucks. And it's like, I don't know. That's just, I try, but I don't know if I can output that much thought in one day.
It's tough. I found on Twitter anyway, I found that the more you engage with your audience, the more they like you, and the more like
100%.
Yeah, like I get lots of retweets and likes and everything because I do the same thing to everybody else. They see that I genuinely like them and care about them, so they do the same for me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Josh said, "Hi, Josh." He goes, "I wonder if YouTube even cares that a lot of their users are annoyed by the company." And then Justin says, "I don't think they care."
No, well, YouTube cares about ad revenue, and they want you to get views because the more views you get, the more money they get. So they care about you in that aspect.
Yeah, Justin says, "Grow your channel like a tomato plant naturally."
That's really clever.
Yes. Really Justin says, Twitter is easier because you don't need to post a photo. That's just so you can post words.
Yeah.
The hard part about social media in general is to try to share your opinion, but keep your opinion out of things. It's tough because you want to be vocal and you want to
anything political. We do not comment.
Yeah,
religion, all that crazy. It's like it's even down to like you tell people your favorite football team, and they're like, "Really? All right, cool, unsub."
And they find something bad with anything you say. Yeah, you have to be careful.
Oh, you live in California, huh? Yeah, I had.
Oh, so you hate this other state? It's like, why don't you live in this other state? It's better. It's like, I'm sorry, this is where I live. I don't think I'm gonna move.
Bribe, she's from California. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So one, let's say opinions start some teas. Yeah, Justin says I hate politics. Not a fan. Definitely not a fan. So I don't know. I mean, I find this hard to believe, but hate comments. Everyone gets them, or most people get them. How do you deal with hate comments? If you had one, if you haven't had one, how would you deal with one?
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like people that leave hate comments ironically care enough to leave a hate comment. And I mean, I don't believe in, I guess, fueling the fire. I don't believe in keeping it going or getting mad. I think that's the worst thing you can do. I think you definitely just have to take a step back, not take it personally, because in the day and age of the internet, where everyone can use the internet as like a front where they feel safe that they can voice their opinion without getting much repercussion because they're hiding behind their computer or behind their phone and posting things. They don't really realize that they're talking to a real person at the other end, that it can hurt their feelings. So I just feel like you have to see it from that perspective and not let it get to you, and maybe even have a little fun with it and try to make a joke out of the hate comment. Just, you know, you can choose to ignore it, choose to poke fun at it. I really believe that you should never take a hate comment personally, or that you should ever let it get you down, because I feel like, and a lot of people feel this way, when you start getting hate comments, you're getting somewhere. Because you can't be successful in life without having someone being upset at you for being successful. So, you know, just keep moving forward, look at it and not take it personally, but take it as a sign that you're going the right way. Because it's, I mean, I guess I would reference video games. If you're going the right way is where you find enemies, and you have to start fighting enemies. So that's how you know that you're in the right direction.
So,
isn't she smart?
She is.
Yes, thank you.
She's a gamer now. She understands gaming.
Know.
She's a vlog.
I actually do. Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone gets them. So it depends on how you handle it. Like I know like John, he's funny. So he's going to leave something funny to make you laugh. When he goes, it doesn't matter if it's a like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You'll get a view, and they took enough time out of their day to watch you, to think about you, and to leave that comment.
Sure.
And it's okay. So you can just delete it. You don't take it personally because maybe that is just not their type of genre, or, you know, whatever type of video that you make. If you're a multi-content creator, maybe they didn't like that particular video. Maybe they might like another one. So just take each comment, like it, not like it, but don't take it personally.
I personally just think that it's, everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame, right? They see you doing these big things. If they comment on your video, that means that they actually secretly support you, because they're using you as a springboard to try to get their 5 minutes of fame.
Agreed. And especially a lot of people don't know this, but a comment on your video and a dislike on your video still counted as engagement. YouTube doesn't care if it's a like or if it's a dislike or if it's a positive or negative comment. It's still supporting your channel. So ironically, the louder the haters are, the more they secretly are supporting your channel, which is kind of funny, but I mean, it's gonna happen.
In the back.
Yeah, I know, right? Hello. People in the back.
Josh said, it depends on what my day has been. Like some days I laugh at them. On a bad day, I think about it for hours. Yeah, don't do it, Josh. Yeah. Agreeing with the haters, annoys them.
It does.
McKnight goes, yo, we're lit. Jossie said, haters excite me.
Uh-oh. She's
dun, dun, dun. Bring on the haters. Bring them. No, don't. Just stop it. don't come. We don't want it. Guys, leave some of your questions. You guys know I have my list of questions right here, but I need your questions too.
I got a question.
Oh, John Hagerty. So this is, I don't know if I didn't introduce him. You guys know who he is on, if you guys are viewing. This is my husband, John Hagerty.
Hi.
He is a vlogger as well. He's also an actor in a YouTuber series that just wrapped up. I'm going to say July.
Congratulations.
I don't know if you've heard of McJuggernuggets. Have you heard of him?
That's familiar.
So if you ever, I always reference this because a lot of people know this. He did, I want to say about 5-6 years ago, he did a skit, which was very believable, is that he was playing video games and very obsessed. As you know, kids can be obsessed with video games. And he was playing it, ignoring life or whatever. And his dad comes in, scoops up his Xbox, throws it on the lawn, runs it over with a lawnmower.
I have seen that.
You mixed them together.
I mixed them up?
Yeah, you took 2 viral videos and stuck them together.
Oh, he had a few.
Yeah, so the Xbox one is when his dad took it outside and smashed it off.
Okay. And then what was the other one?
The video games one was Dad shreds video games with the lawnmower. So he took all his video games and he threw them out, and he told him, you need to go get a job. And he said, no, I want to be a gamer. And he ran over to video games with the lawnmower. I think right now it has 40 million views, I believe.
So he lives on the East Coast, but he's also going to be moving to the West Coast. So he's going to do both coast to coast. I think he has almost 3.8 million subscribers. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he did a, did you know we do vlogs on YouTube? He does a Netflix series type, like a YouTube series. Mm-hmm. And so he did a whole series. It was like 24 episodes.
Sorry, Matt. Right. It was Thanksgiving one has 65 million.
It has it's called My Virtual Escape. So if you ever wanted to look that up, it was pretty amazing. And John, my husband, was an actor in it.
Oh, cool. That's all really awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
So make sure you check out his channel if you guys have not. Oh, yeah, the Thanksgiving one has 65 million. Holy crap.
Yeah. He has a couple billion video views altogether. His channel's pretty big.
So what is your favorite? I know you have a few segments.
You totally skipped my whole thing.
Oh, sorry. What was your question?
Damn, I got
Oh, hello.
I was introducing you.
I went to answer your question. I got introduced, the McJuggernuggets got introduced, and then I just got railroaded. Really?
I'm sorry. What was your question?
Yeah. How would you how are you going to handle being a big YouTuber? Since I definitely see it in you, I know you're going to be one.
Oh, I appreciate it.
How's it going to be like when you interact with fans and stuff like that in life? And like, do you think you're going to be able to handle that, like that next level?
My real job is actually in the entertainment industry, so I'm not unfamiliar to dealing with the pressure that celebrities have and filmmakers have and things like that. That's what I studied when I went to college, so that's kind of my field, be it through YouTube that I was going to do it or through the entertainment industry in like traditional Hollywood. But I think that when that day comes, that would be amazing, and I would definitely love to dedicate more time to YouTube because I have a lot of fun with it, and I believe that once I dedicate more time to it and have more time to be able to be more engaged, I would love to meet with fans. I would love to be more engaging on social media, doing lives and maybe meetups, especially in LA, where there's like YouTube Space LA, and, different collaborations with some of my favorite YouTubers and my favorite topics. I don't know, I try not to get my head in the clouds, like I tend to be very realistic in my mindset. So I feel like if and when that happens, I'll definitely continue being myself, but I'll be obviously very appreciative towards my supporters and, give back to them because they're the ones that, brought me up. So that would be amazing when that happens.
LA, we're definitely hanging out then, right?
Yes. Now, what are some of the YouTubers that you look up to, whether they be, in California or all over?
Let's see. So some of my friends definitely, and then I don't know if you guys might know them because they're more centered, I guess, in in Asia. But I really look up to YouTubers. Like, if anyone follows these YouTubers, you guys might know who I'm talking about. But like Yongguk Namja, it's Korean for Korean Englishman. He has a couple million subscribers, and he is kind of like, he's a British YouTuber that moved to Korea and worked there. And he, I think, is the top YouTuber in Korea right now. And he's so famous that whenever like Hollywood cast and crew go to promote like the Avengers, like he interviews them and introduces them to Korean culture and Korean food. And he's like, oh, like this is this dish. You guys should try it out. Have you been here before? Oh, yes, I promoted Doctor Strange here, things like that. So I really look up to him because he encompasses not only what it's like to be a YouTuber that promotes culture and food and kind of like what I do in California, but he also is involved in the entertainment industry, which is also kind of like my background. So I really look up to him. I look up to people like Taylor R, that she was a former model that lived in Japan and did vlogs in Japan, and then she moved to Hong Kong and now she's going back to Toronto. And then I look up to let me see. there's just so many. Let me see. Like, who do you guys look up to that inspire you?
Honestly, YouTubers like you are who inspire me, because the bigger YouTubers, they seem that they've lost touch with you know, what it is to be
be a person.
Yeah, and to be humble, to like meet people and all that. It's like everybody that I've met, like, are like equivalent YouTubers, like in our realm, I'd say. It's like they're humble. Like everybody's hungry. They're all trying to do the same thing, but at the same time, we're not stepping on each other. We're building on each other to try to make it. Instead of, you know, we want to bring everybody up together. Instead of if I step on you, then I'm really, really messing myself up, because when you make it, you're going to step over me and be like, oh yeah, I remember him. Not helping him. He's down there. You know, instead of just like build each other up and come up together, and we can all be on the same level. There's plenty, but the bigger YouTubers, they miss that.
Yeah. I don't think that's the way to go. I think you always have to take in mind that, you know, YouTube is all about community. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a comment section. There wouldn't be a like system. People wouldn't care how many views there were. It's all about seeing who's watching, what topics you're doing, and that's why niches exist, and that's why collaborations exist, where you're following a YouTuber and you're following a different YouTuber, and all of a sudden you see them do a collaboration video and you didn't even know that they knew each other, and that's amazing. And also maybe they knew a third person that is within the niche that you like, and you're like, oh, I like that person, let me check out their channel. They also do the same thing, and I like their personality. So I think it's really important to, you know, think of YouTube as being a community and about helping each other. That's the number one thing.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because that's why I think that's why I love our Facebook community groups, because we did, oh my gosh, I wish I knew his exact words. We did a YouTuber of the week. We've been doing YouTuber of the week for, oh my gosh, what, almost 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Like every single week for 2 years.
Wow.
We used to do it on his channel, and we used to do more of like the recording, like we would do like Skype or FaceTime and interview it that way. But then when I took over, gosh, I think it's been almost 9 months, I'm going to say. Maybe less than that. I have 30, whatever. We wanted to do live. And it's just the one guy that we're talking about, yeah, he was, how old was he? 14? How old was Zach?
He was 14.
14. The wisest 14-year-old that I've, his name is Zach Carroll. I'm not sure if he's still doing YouTube, but he is so wise. And he says, you know, we're like building blocks.
Legos.
They're building blocks. We're like Legos. And we just like build each other up. And before, like, I didn't like think of that. I knew like it's about supporting other people and helping each other. But the way that he like worded it was just like, holy crap, you're right. Instead of tearing people down, you build them up. We are one big community, and you just, you know, watch each other grow. And like, there's no need for any negativity.
Agreed. The world has enough negativity as is. I feel like the more positivity you can spread, the better for everyone.
You're right.
That's very true. So we have time for one more question. It is always so sad when it's time to go, and it goes by so fast. I was telling Amelia, I said, no, normally it's like 45 minutes to an hour, but I said, I promise it goes by fast. It always does.
Yeah.
So, my last question, and it's my favorite question because everyone has a different answer. So, and I know you've only been doing YouTube for a short amount of time, but it's still long enough. From starting your channel, how has YouTube changed you?
I think I a few things about my personality. I guess when you first start YouTube, you're a little bit more shy, and maybe I found myself whispering a little bit more, and then started like throughout time, I started finding my outer voice and projecting more and thinking, you know, I might be vlogging out here in this restaurant and people are staring at me, but you know, this is the way it's gonna be. This is what vloggers do. So really, I guess becoming used to that and, you know, realizing that accepting, I guess, that you're going to be in the public eye, even when you might not be famous yet, you're still, you know, going out and about and attracting attention towards yourself and getting used to that, I feel like. And also being more comfortable with myself, my voice, and what I say. I think I've become more eloquent and definitely learning. YouTube is ever changing and social media is ever changing and the internet as well. And I feel like different topics and different trends keep affecting that. So I've been able to keep in mind that more, to always stay on top of the game, to see what's going on out there. And, though staying true to my channel, because, you know, sometimes people do this challenge and it has nothing to do with your channel, but you think it'll support it. But I think staying on top of the game while also staying true to my channel and staying focused is really important. And yeah, just I guess it's changed me a lot because I've made a lot of YouTube friends. And I'm so thankful for that. I've met so many great people that have helped me so much in this journey, and, you know, just learning from them. I think constantly learning is the state you're supposed to be in when you're a YouTuber, because even when you reach the milestones that big YouTubers have reached, you know, you still could grow and become a better person and a better YouTuber. So keeping that in mind, always very important. So I've learned a lot, and I've grown a lot, but I feel like there's more to go.
Yeah, it's true, because a lot of people start off, and I know John was shy, and no, you were. I like to take selfies, and he doesn't like to take selfies at all. Uh-huh. So when he came up to me and said he wanted to do YouTube, and I'm like, you know, that's like video. You just don't click and you're done. Mm-hmm. And so definitely with YouTube, hi, George.
Yo, what up?
Hello.
How are you? It kind of like, it kind of like changes you, and hopefully for the better, because if it changes you for the worse, then I don't know. But if it changes you for the better, in which a lot of times it does, is that it builds your confidence. It gives you an outlet if you're going through a lot of things, because there's somebody else that is probably going through it that could help you out. But definitely, like, the confidence is pretty awesome, because and then the people that you meet, that is, I think, the most amazing part, because you would not have met them if it weren't for YouTube, and
exactly,
they're amazing people. What somebody had a question. Hyperbase said, "Do you know who Lance Stewart is?"
No, I don't think so.
Okay, he lives right around the corner from us, and he has 4 million subscribers. And he goes out to LA too. So
maybe if I see his picture, I know who he is.
Yeah, he's the one that's always pranking.
I'm good with faces.
He's always pranking his grandma. He was originally from Vine.
Yeah. If you see him, you would know.
You Google him, you're like, oh, that kid.
Yeah,
you'll know.
Yeah, he is pretty awesome. He lives right around the corner from us. We bump into him a lot. John has been in some of his videos too. So
he's a good kid.
Yeah. So I want to thank you guys. I know I don't want it to end too. I know a few people said they didn't want it to end, but I don't want to hold her up, guys. And it's been amazing. Like, this is why I love YouTuber of the Week, and why we keep it going, because I love the interaction that we have from it. I love you guys asking questions and finding out more about different YouTubers that you may not had the opportunity to check out. And you guys, make sure you go to her channel, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you don't miss a video, because sometimes YouTube does not send those notifications out.
Yeah, true.
That's all I can say is if you guys didn't have enough of Amelia, go subscribe.
Yeah.
Go check her out.
There's a lot more videos coming soon.
Binge watch every single one of her videos.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
She's amazing, and I know you guys are going to love her channel if you don't already love her already by doing this. So, guys, Amelia, I want to thank you so very much for being the YouTuber of the week. You know that I love you. I support you.
Thank you so much.
Groups, and I just want to thank you for being awesome and staying humble and just being who you are and supporting other YouTubers along your YouTube journey. And guys, I want to thank you guys so very much for coming out on this Wednesday night and chatting with us, and make sure you go check out her channel. And if you guys are new, if you're coming from Amelia's channel, hi, I'm Nay from Newsdays. Hope you enjoyed this interactive spotlight. Make sure you click on my subscribe button and also turn on that post notification bell. And guys, I don't know if Amelia knows this yet, but at the end of my live streams, I do 2 a week. I do Sundays with the Hagertys. So John and I go on every Sunday night, and we just chat and we have family game night with you guys. And we also have, you guys are already doing it. You guys are amazing. And then also we have the YouTuber of the week. So at the end of all of our streams, what we do is we do selfies. And how we do selfies is kind of a little bit different than you would normally do a selfie, because we do selfies with you guys.
Oh, cool.
So what the viewers do is they comment smiley faces. And then you smile as well. And then I post it on Twitter. So you guys are taking a selfie or group selfie with the YouTuber of the week. So if you guys can do me a huge favor, comment smiley faces. When we get a whole page full of them, I'm going to take a picture. So guys, we have Madison already doing it. McKnight, you need to do it. George, smiley faces, guys. Blast those comments. And then, yes, McKnight, awesome. Keep going, guys. Let me see if I can do it too. See if I can go on there and some. All right. Oh, thank you, Hyper Beast. He said subscribe to John too.
Nice.
Nice. All right, guys. Comment, comment, comment. Guys, ready? All right. Let me get my picture out. All right, Madison. And Night. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, guys. Thank you, guys. Amelia, hold on for 1 second. Guys, thank you so much for...
I'm back.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We're going to do it one more time because Michelle got on. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And you guys, I know that I always say this, but I hope you truly understand what I'm saying. Always think positive. Never give up. Live life to the fullest. And I will see you when I see you. Hope you guys have an amazing week. And I will see you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.